Guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna. I'm a little bit spooky, and today we're going to be doing a product update. I have a basket full of stuff that I want to update you on. We're talking hair care, makeup, skincare, all the things that I've been testing out lately, and this is just a little roundup of how I've been feeling about them. I think we'll start with hair care first because that's the biggest items in front of me and I need to get them out of my way. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about some makeup. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, on to the products. Okay, we're going to start with hair care. And I'm going to start with talking about a line of hair care I tested out a little bit the last couple of months and absolutely hate it. Just did not like it one bit. And that is anything from Aussie. The whole line. Mainly because it makes me itch. That I don't know it's maybe the fragrance in it or something. But everywhere my hair would touch on my body would itch. And I haven't had any itchy issues since I've been on my thyroid medicine. So this definitely caused a reaction and not anything else. But I tried. I used a good bit of this one up. I not only didn't really find the products very effective, like I didn't feel like they worked that well. So I have the Instant Freeze gel here. Nothing special, just a hair gel. It's not Harry's hair gel, so yeah, it was alright, other than making me itch. And then the volume hair gel, which is supposed to be maximum hold, they're supposed to be the same, worked less, wasn't quite as effective as this one. And I don't necessarily know if it even gave me that great a volume or anything like that. I just know both of these made me itch, as well as the mousse and the hairspray. It was all around kind of a dud for me with this brand. It was the first time I think I'm really trying a whole lot from Aussie. And they have like some pretty decent ingredients. Like they have like bamboo and jojoba oil and sea kelp and things are supposed to be good for you. But I also feel like, I don't know, there's something about the product we didn't get along. And I'm thinking has to be the fragrance that bothered me the most, because I definitely had some real itchiness when I was using these products, and I can't really see the ingredient that I'd be like, about. But either way, all of these things from Aussie made me itch and irritated my skin. My ears were very itchy, like the tops of my ears and all around. It was not a fun time, so these are just gonna have to go. I'm decluttering and gonna pass these on to somebody else who could use them, because the mousse and this gel are almost full. This one's got a good bit left in it, and almost a whole can of hairspray that I just can't use. It was not fun. My ears and neck were very, very itchy, and any spot that it touched on my face was super itchy and like almost like hivey feeling. It was very unpleasant. So yeah, not a fan of the Aussie products. I was trying to test out some drugstore products for my wavy curly hair and seeing what they had that was more affordable. That one's a definite no-go. But some products I did find from the drugstore that I really do like. And this is a brand that I don't always get along with. I'm very hit or miss with this one. And that is Not Your Mother's. I've used products from them that I've absolutely hated and never want to use again. Like, I think it was their sea salt spray and like their dry shampoo just didn't do nothing for me. But I am really liking the Curl Talk mousse. This is a great, great mousse. I find it pretty comparable to my Bumble and Bumble. I can't remember what it's called, Bumble and Bumble, something for curly hair, curly wavy hair. This is nice. This is a really nice mousse. It has good hold, and it doesn't weigh my hair down. I don't feel it in my hair. It's not gritty feeling. There's no product buildup feel. It's very lightweight, gives me good kind of volume and body, and does help promote curl. And I also have really liked the Kinky Moves Curl Defining Hair Cream with grapeseed and jasmine. This is done really nicely in my hair. It definitely helps encourage curl, helps the clumps stay together while I'm styling. Ignore what's going on in my head today. I got caught in a rainstorm. So things got a little crazy and I've been a little sick. So yeah, the hair is not in its best state this week. But yeah, this was really, really nice. I find it to be very nourishing, but not too heavy. I don't feel like it weighs my hair down. I tried a curl cream from Not Your Mother's years ago, and I felt like it was just too heavy in my hair, whereas this one doesn't feel that way, and it's very thick. Maybe I've just learned how to use the product better. It's probably most likely was user error. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. I feel like it just gives me really nice curl clumps. It's easy to help even detangle my hair and kind of brush through with it. It's good stuff, and the mousse is very effective. We'll be repurchasing. This has become my two little drugstore go-tos right here for my wavy curly hair. Another thing that is from Walmart is Heritage. This is the texturizing spray. This is really, really nice. I have very thin, fine hair, and sometimes it needs a little oomph, a little body, especially in those days when the curls are more defined, but it's just a little limp at the same time, especially around the root. I can take some of this and spritz it in there, zhuzh it up, and get some great volume. And it gives my hair a little bit of something so it's not so slippery, and I don't know, it makes it easy to style and kind of holds its style a little better with this. It kind of almost has a little bit of a dry shampoo meets hairspray vibe to it. Really lightweight, very, very strong fragrance. I'll warn you about that if you're not a fan of fragrance. You're not going to like the Heritage products. They are very strongly fragranced, and it's a scent I can't quite put my finger on. It's like somewhere between like a floral, fresh smell. I personally like the smell or the fragrance, but I know a lot of people are not going to like it. And if you're sensitive to fragrance, you're really not going to like this. That's why I was surprised the Aussie stuff bothered me, because I usually am like, heck yeah, give me the fragrance stuff. I don't care. It usually doesn't bother me. But anyway, this is a lovely texture spray. This is called the Magic Spell Texturing Spray. It is free of like all the things. It has no silicone, it has no gluten, it has no parabens, no phthalates, no SLLs, SLESLs, aluminum, mineral oil, color safe, cruelty free, vegan. And I don't feel like this makes my hair feel dry or crunchy or where I can't touch my hair. Some texturizing sprays I've used in the past make my hair feel so stiff and just they're too strong. This one is that perfect in-between balance. I would say it's pretty comparable to the Kristen S one. This one may just be a little, just a hair bit stronger in like its hold, but it's a very similar type of product. And yeah, I really like this, and I also love the dry shampoo that is in a very similar packaging. It has the same fragrance. It is a wonderful dry shampoo, but it is a very, very strong smell. So much so that even like my husband noticed. He was like, whoa, what is in your hair? When I laid down in bed, because it just like wafted everywhere. But it's a very effective dry shampoo. It doesn't, you don't need much. I don't notice a huge white cast from it even. And it's definitely replaced my Dove. I've really enjoyed it. They're not the most affordable products, even though they are sold at Walmart. They're still around $12 to $14 price point. So there's that. But I like the scent and I like the product. This is my second can of this one. I'm liking so far what I've tried from the Heritage brand, and I do want to try some more products from it. Now, for something a little more expensive, this is the Bumble and Bumble BB Sunday Purifying Clay Wash with kaolin and bentonite clays plus lactic acid. This is freaking awesome right here. This stuff is a creamy, deep cleansing treatment to lift impurities from the hair and scalp. You do this like you do a clay mask in your hair. It has a kind of a fine little nozzle there, and you just kind of run it along your scalp and massage it in, and you let it sit for 1 to 2 minutes, and it has a nice cooling sensation, vague tingle, not much at all, but you work it into the scalp, massage it in, let it sit, and then you can kind of bring it through the links to wash the rest of your hair. And it has the most lovely rich, clean, creamy lather. It feels so good to wash your hair with. Now, it will make your hair feel very dry, so I do highly recommend following with a deep conditioning mask and your regular conditioner. That's what I do after I use this, but my hair feels so amazingly clean afterwards. It gives me some great hair days. It is perfect for that reset wash or that clarifying wash that we really should be doing, you know, at least every 2 weeks to our hair. I wash my hair 1 to 2 times a week normally, and I use this maybe every third wash in my hair, and it's really, really nice, and it's become my current kind of clarifying shampoo, if you will, and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, this is good stuff. I think it's a fun product to kind of use. It's like a fun experiment, or a fun experience because of how it feels, and it's really nice. It doesn't feel gross or clumpy or weird. I expect it to be really like clay-like and get dry the way clay masks do. It doesn't do that. It's just a very rich, creamy lather, and it's quite lovely. And yeah, I highly recommend this thing. This is really good. I am a fan. And one more thing for hair I do want to talk about is the Denman brush. I got this little special edition one with bees on it, and yeah, I've actually really enjoyed this brush. Not just for like doing the little curls, but sometimes like if I got like a tangle on the end of my hair, I can kind of do this, and it's really nice. I don't use it to just brush my hair, but I really like this brush for like styling, like say this front part of my hair. If my bangs get wonky, which this is my trouble spot, or my blonde bits, because they have bleach in them, and I've just always struggled with the front of my hair, whereas the rest of my hair will go into ringlets. This part won't. But I have been using this before I blow dry, and while my hair just has the cream in it, and just get you a nice little spiral going. And it does great. It helps me really style my bangs, and if I do my whole head, doing a little brush styling, curl training situation, I get the look of as if I used a curling iron on my hair. It's really cool. It looks like I just like I did it with a curling wand. It's pretty neat. And I'm not always the most patient person to want to sit down and go through my whole head with it, but I definitely do use it on my front bits, especially for on refresh days. It's great for that. For second, third day, if the rest of my hair is still looking good, but my little front bits are just looking kind of sad like they are now, I just wet those, go in with this, do a little twisty twist, and hit them with the diffuser, and it just kind of makes everything look a little more put together. And yeah, it's a great little tool to have in your arsenal if you are curly or wavy hair. And it does have removable little bristles in here. This is I believe this is a 7-row, and I can take the little bristles out. You just pull this part off and you can remove rows of them, depending on your hair type and texture, what you need. I use it with all the rows in because I need a little more tension because my hair is very fine. And it just slides right through otherwise. But yeah, it's great for just brush styling if you're doing like the twist down it like this, or if you just want to kind of take it and smooth it out and then shake and then scrunch. It's really good for that as well, and helping organize curl clumps. I'm really liking this. This has been a handy little guy. I don't use it every day, just depends on my mood or every time I style, but yeah, it's been really fun to have, and it wasn't too terribly expensive on Amazon. But yeah, it's very sturdy. It's not nearly as cheap as I thought it would feel. I thought these were going to be very dinky, but it's quite well made. And I feel like it'll last me a long time. I'm sorry, there's hair in it. I use it. But yeah, and I thought it has bees, so, you know. Anyways, yeah, great little investment in the little Denman brush. And if you were struggling with like a part of your hair that just doesn't want to curl, but the rest of it does, this is definitely something to look into. There are other brands that make brushes like this. I believe Cantu has one. I saw it at Walmart. All right, I'm going to talk about a little bit of skincare. I recently was sent a few things from CeraVe, and some are hits, some are misses. So let's talk about it. The first product I want to talk about is their makeup removing balm. This is a fine makeup removing balm. I wouldn't say no to it. Is it my favorite? No, but it's a good drugstore option. It's, I believe, fairly affordable and accessible because it's CeraVe. You can get like at Walgreens or anywhere else. It is very, very similar to Clinique Take the Day Off. There's zero fragrance in here. It is very gentle. It's pretty effective. I think it's really nice. But this is a really good one, especially if you have sensitive eyes, because it is so very gentle. And it does remove your makeup really well. It honestly is a great dupe for the Take the Day Off from Clinique. It is almost exactly the same. And same consistency, texture, all of that. So yeah, it's a pretty good product. Wouldn't say no to it. I do have other favorite cleansing balms, particularly that Colleen Rothschild one. But if you're looking for more affordable options, this one is a really good one to look at. And they also sent over their CeraVe Comforting Eye Makeup Remover. This gently dissolves makeup with 3 essential ceramides. And it says it removes waterproof makeup. It is a dual phase. You shake it up. I think it's a nice product. It's not the most effective waterproof makeup remover. Like, it struggles on lash glue, but most of them do. But otherwise, it's pretty good. It's a very simple product. And yeah, it's nice. It has a nice kind of bit more of a thick, milky texture, which I do like. I don't feel like it's irritating my eyes or anything. What I don't like about it is the packaging. It's this push down turn, and it's just an open bottle. I wish it had like a little squeezy thing or a little pump or something. Other than that, it's pretty nice as long as you don't have to worry about getting lash glue off. Both of these struggle with lash glue and like waterproof mascara a little bit. They're not the most powerful makeup removers I've used, but they're not bad and they're super gentle. Also from CeraVe, I have the Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is their Skin Renewing Day Cream with Sunscreen Encapsulated Retinol. I really don't like the texture of this. Like, I love the idea that it has the encapsulated retinol within it. It sounds amazing, but this is very thick and just kind of old school feeling product. Like, it has the white cast. It's a bit greasy feeling and kind of just not cosmetically nice. It's just very thick and kind of sticky feeling on the skin. It's really not my favorite. It feels a bit heavy. It does have a bit of a cast to it. I would say it was worth it if it was a SPF 50. I'd be down for it. But just being the 30, I don't know. I don't like the sticky texture. It feels just a little heavy on the skin, which is a shame because I do like the fact that it has the retinol in it. And it has really nice kind of benefits to it. It's just, I don't know. I don't feel like it's just, I have better sunscreens, and this is definitely not one of the better ones that I've used. It's not the worst, but yeah. I will say though, if you are prone to like skin irritation from SPFs, if you get like itchiness, this one is very gentle, and I don't feel like it caused any irritation. It just feels a bit heavy on the skin. Like, it kind of does go down to a bit of a powdery feel eventually when you work it in, but you can still just feel it. Like, I don't know, it has just a texture to it, and I don't like the way it feels, and I don't like the way makeup sits over top of it. I mean, it's fine for just like the everyday around the house type of thing, but it's just not a very cosmetically pretty product, if you will. Like, I don't know, I don't think makeup sits great over top. You know, just, I feel like you can feel it on your skin. It has a bit of a dated feel to it in that respect. And they also sent over their Skin Renewing Eye Cream. Now, this is actually a pretty nice eye cream. This is a peptide complex. This is very gentle, very moisturizing. It is a bit of a thicker formula. As you can see, it's got a bit of richness to it. It's very soothing to me. Like, it feels really good for nighttime, if that makes sense. Like, I like to put this one on over my like retinol night cream just for some added like hydration. It's very hydrating and just very pleasant on the under eye. And yeah, I actually really do like this, and it feels good. I really think it's one of the more moisturizing under eye creams that I've tried, and I think it does wear fine under makeup. So I've just found I really like it for my PM skin routine. I usually go on with like my Sunday Riley 5-star retinol cream, under eye cream, and then I'll put a little bit of this over top just for like that extra hydration. And I think it's really nice, and it does wear well underneath makeup. and sinks into the skin nicely and doesn't leave any heaviness or anything like that. It's very lightweight, but still very hydrating. It almost has a bit of a rich yet gel formula. But man, that sunscreen just not a hit. Not a hit. Like, even though it has that powdery finish, I can still feel it. And like, I feel like I could rub it and it would like ball up or something. It just doesn't feel good. Now, a sunscreen that I do really like, this is the Purelisse Blue Lotus Daily Moisturizer with SPF 30. This is a cosmetically beautiful sunscreen. It is super lightweight, non-greasy. It is thin. It looks kind of thick there, but it is super thin, goes right into the skin, no cast or anything. It goes down to almost like a gel feel to it, to where it just soaks in and hydrates beautifully with no texture left on the skin. Like, you don't feel it. It just is very moisturizing and nice. Just feels like a nice cream. A nice light daily moisturizer. It doesn't feel like an SPF, where this has that traditional SPF feel. This, on the other hand, has a bit of a glow to it. Your skin looks hydrated and just, oh, so pretty. So nice. Definitely one of the best SPFs I've tried out recently. And yeah, it absorbs super fast. No white tint, and it says that it preps for makeup, and I think it really does. It's a great SPF for underneath foundation and makeup. It does sit beautifully, or all your products sit beautifully over top. You don't have to worry about any heaviness or cakey feel from it or greasiness. This is lovely. Very, very cosmetically refined product. It reminds me a lot in texture of the Dermalogica SPF 50, which is quite expensive. You know, this isn't super cheap either. It's very nice. And I would definitely recommend this SPF Daily Moisturizer over the CeraVe any day. Any day. One last thing for skincare. This is just a micellar water from Colleen Rothschild. This is a really good micellar water. It definitely removes everything you need it to remove. I think it takes off waterproof stuff really well. I tend to keep my micellar waters in here just because I use them like to fix something or clean, if I want to remove a little bit of something and redo it. I tend to use them in here, but this one is pretty gentle. It definitely removes all your makeup really well, especially eye makeup. The packaging on here is fantastic. It's got this nice little thing where you put your cotton round and just push down, and this one has been great. I really enjoyed it quite a bit, and I mean, it just swipes off your makeup, no problem. Very, very easy to use, and I don't feel like it burns my eyes or anything. It's a pretty great micellar water, and I'm not always that impressed by micellar waters, but this one's good. It doesn't leave any greasy feel to the skin either, or texture. Like some micellar waters, I feel like, even just like the ones that aren't for waterproof makeup, I feel like I can feel them on the skin. This one I don't feel. I can use it to wipe off like where I messed up my eyeshadow or I want to start over. I can start over no problem with no irritation to my eyes and not feel any texture on my eyes like I need to go wash my face. And yeah, it's great. Love it. It is a little bit of a pricier product, but it is quite effective and works really well, and such a small amount has gone a long way. Like, I've had this for a few months now and have hardly made a dent in it. And I use it pretty regular. Now let's talk about a little bit of makeup. First thing is the Purelisse Perfect Glow BB Cream with SPF 30. This is absolutely a beautiful product right here. This is a stunning little tinted moisturizer type of thing, or BB cream. It has really pretty light coverage, a beautiful glow to it, and oh, it's so pretty. But it doesn't stay tacky on the skin at the same time, and it just gives you a nice little bit of glow. And yeah, I found that I could wear this in the summer without even setting my face, and it did great. Like, I treat it more as just like kind of an SPF type product in the summer, and it was wonderful. It gave me just a really nice glowy complexion, a little bit perfected your skin but better type of thing. Very natural looking, light coverage. It's oil free, it's moisturizing, it's good for even sensitive skin, it says. And yeah, I would agree, this is really nice and just looks very pretty on the skin. I got really good wear time out of it. I think I did a wear test with this. If I did, I'll link it in the eye. But I really enjoyed it, and I think this was a beautiful product. 10 out of 10. Do recommend. It has such a lovely finish and just feels really nice on the face, and it doesn't feel heavy or anything like that. It doesn't feel sticky at all. Like, to me, it almost goes to a bit of a powdery finish, and it's really pleasant. And I have one mascara here to talk about. That is the Colleen Rothschild Panoramic Mascara. This is a lovely mascara, very good like everyday one that's not gonna give you insane, crazy over-the-top volume or length or anything like that. This is just one of those good kind of staple mascaras, great for just on the day-to-day. Every day I don't want like big, full, crazy lashes, especially if I'm doing like no makeup look. I just want a little something through them. This one's been perfect for that. You got a really nice big wand here, and it does give you really nice color and tint to the lashes, and just that little bit of extra volume and oomph that you kind of want from a nice soft mascara, and it is lovely. I don't know why I'm putting it on. I'm wearing lashes. I think it's a really nice product. It's easy to remove. It has pretty nice wear time. I didn't find it to be flaky. It comes in a really nice metal component here, and it's just a lovely little product, and yeah, good mascara. I'm really happy to see Colleen Rothschild's new little venture into makeup, because so far she's done pretty good. Two more things from Colleen Rothschild here. I have two of her eyeliners. I have the Coal Black Smoke and Smudge eyeliner, which I think you guys have seen me use quite a bit over here. This is a really, really nice eyeliner, especially if you like to use an eyeliner as a base to get started with your look, because this one's very nice and easy to smudge and kind of get that smoky liner look. I like to start my looks out like that a lot of times when I'm doing a smoky eye. It's very, very dark black shade that kind of can smudge out to be a grayish undertone, which is really pretty and kind of flattering on blue eyes. And you see it kind of goes a bit grayish, and it smudges so easily but wears really well at the same time. I don't find that it transfers too terribly much or makes a mess or anything like that. And I have pretty watery eyes, so this one's pretty good. Pretty good. I like how easy it is to smudge and work with and create a nice base for a smoky eye. And the eyeliner is really easy to use. This is the liquid liner. And the liquid liner in Jet Black, this is the Precision Liquid Liner, is so easy to use. It has a wonderful little felt tip here. Just very precise. Get right in there. Jet Black. And yeah, I've really enjoyed the little felt liner. It's pretty simple, you know, just a felt liner pen, but it has nice precision. It's easy to hold, easy to work with. It's not waterproof or anything like that. So it's not one I reach for as much as I would like to, because I do have those very watery eyes. I tend to need more of a water resistant type of liquid eyeliner if I do wear one. But the ease of application with that one has been really nice, and it looks beautiful as long as my eyes don't go crazy watering. Also for eyes, we have these Maybelline shadow blocks. I bought these back when they first came out, and I'm just now getting around to talking to you about them. I do have a first impression somewhere on the channel, and I didn't hate the quality of the shadows in them. I'm going to go ahead and caveat that. I have it in West 4th and Perry Street. This is the one that's more of a kind of garnet color story. Nice little matte, nice shimmer, a nice deepening up shade. The shades in here are beautiful. I'll give you that. They're beautiful. But it is such a clunky little product, and there's so much extra plastic in here. They could have put this in just a little trio lined up, saved so much on all this packaging that I think you're being charged for, because the price point on these is just ridiculous. When I saw my receipt, I was angry. I almost returned them because they were like $13 something a piece. For two of these, it was nearly $30 for 6 eyeshadows from Maybelline. Come on. Come on. You're Maybelline. Chill. But that being said, I think they're overpriced. I think the packaging is just really cheap, really crappy, and just bulky. I'm going to be real about that part. I do think the product inside, even though it's quite small little pan, is really pretty. I have created some gorgeous looks, and I find myself reaching for these. And I don't think they're all created equal. I think this particular one, let me get where I can kind of swatch this a little bit better. for you so you can see that shade. I think is just beautiful. And then you have a nice little matte. They're very soft, silky in texture within the two that I have. Easy to work with. And I really like these little color stories. But the thing, I thought there was going to be 4. If they had maybe put a 4th shade in here, I could justify the price a little bit better. But just for 3 eyeshadows, $13. And CoverGirl just came out with something like that's around $14, $15 price point for their new little eyeshadows. I think it's only 4 of those. But anyway, the quality is nice within West 4th and Perry Street. I can say that. I know the purple one was god-awful and everybody hated it. I kind of want to try that one with the green in it for science. But no, I'm not going to buy that. But anyways, I think these shades are pretty. And I've gotten some great looks out of it. The one that I do think is the standout out of the two, though, is this one. This is, where's the shade name? 82nd and Park Ave. This is like one of the most boring ones, but it is also really pretty. You have a nice matte cream here on top, which isn't going to show up on my skin, but it's really nice. This beautiful, like kind of pinky rosy shimmer in the middle, which has a bit of warmth in it. Very pretty. And then you have a really nice kind of transition type of matte shade in this really pretty kind of pinky taupe tone. I think it's really pretty. This is a really pretty little palette. A really pretty little eyeshadow set. Again, I absolutely hate the packaging. I think it's overpriced. But these are actually pretty good dupes for some Charlotte Tilbury eye quads. -1 shade. You can get a bit of a Walk in No Shame vibe with this one. A little bit pinkier. But this one is definitely a good Pillow Talk dupe if you're looking for some Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk vibes. This will get you there. I think the colors are gorgeous. I can't help it. But man, I hate this packaging and this price point. It is such a waste of plastic. It is so... I get what they were going for. But like, these are awkward to store. They're just weird. They're weird, okay? At least kind of make them where they could snap together or something. I don't know. It's very... But they're not my least favorite as far as formula goes. I actually enjoy the formula quite a bit. And I'm not the biggest fan of Maybelline eyeshadows, but these I found to be pretty nice. I particularly really enjoy this one for just like quick, need to get out the door look. This is the one I grab. I grabbed this little guy right here because it is easy. And I think it'd be decent for travel because it is a nice little case. If they put a little mirror in here, something, it's just not enough for that price point. And to justify the, $30 for 6 eyeshadows is ridiculous. From a drugstore brand, from Maybelline. Girl, y'all need to chill. I also, at the same time, I picked up this right here. This is the Physicians Formula Saturday Detention with the Breakfast Club collaboration. I really love the highlighters in here and the blush shades. They're beautiful. Beautiful formula. Get some gorgeous glow here, not super metallic. Flattering on the skin. However, the highlight or the bronzers in here are so orangey. I don't like Physicians Formula bronzers. That's a me thing. I think other people probably would enjoy them. Every time I've used one of their butter bronzers or any of that, I feel like they just look orange on me. And it just does not work out very well. But yeah, this is supposed to be like, pretty much the same formula as the butter bronzer. And the formula in here is really nice on the blushes and the highlighter. I also feel like the bronzers are just kind of powdery looking. I just don't like the way they look. I don't like the color of them. They're not for me. They're just too orangey warm. But, I mean, it's not what I go for in a bronzer. Not the worst bronzers I've ever used. I've definitely used worse from Physicians Formula. And again, the formula's, it's soft. Like, one of them's glowy. And it looks pretty nice on the skin, the glowy one. But it's something about the undertone of them. Or I don't know. They just look orange. They just look orange on me. But the blushes are beautiful. You can see I have made quite a little dent in the embossing in the blushes. I'm really fond of both of those shades. They're kind of shades I go for on a very regular basis. I love the highlighters. They're so pretty. I have this blush on today and this highlighter. I think they're really nice. I did not use the bronzer. I don't find the bronzer to be flattering on my skin tone. But I think it's a nice product other than that, but it is also kind of expensive for drugstore. I think it is around $18, something like that. They've always kind of retailed a little higher than the other drugstore brands. And the only other downside I think to this is that it does come in another colorway, but it is barely any deeper than this one. Like this is Pale Girl Ghost City right here. Like perfect for my skin tone. And the other palette would work on my skin tone as well. There's hardly any depth difference. The only obvious difference I saw between the two palettes was that this shade was more of a yellow undertone in the other one, in the volume 2. And I didn't even see it in store. I researched it online and looked up swatches just to see. And yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't say run out and buy this. I don't even think they have it in store anymore. But, you know, if you're a fan of Physicians Formula and you are very pale like myself and don't mind a bit of an orangey or bronzer, it's not a bad little palette. And I do love these 4 shades right here. I wish it was just those 4 and it cost $12. I would have been happy with that. Hell, I would probably pay the $18 for just the 4. But yeah, the bronzers I've just been using as eyeshadows, like in the crease, because I just don't like the way they look on my skin. But anyways, that is all for today. I know we had a lot of hair products to cover. I'm testing out hair products like crazy right now, just trying to find those ones that I really love. And I do believe the Not Your Mother stuff is definitely going to be what I'm gravitating towards. I am going to be trying out some more affordable or drugstore, more accessible type of hair care products for curly, wavy hair as time goes. But yeah, let me know some of your thoughts below. How do you feel about these little Maybelline eyeshadow palettes? Do you think they're a ripoff? I think they are a ripoff. But that being said, I bought them and I have them. I'm going to use them because I do think the shades are really nice within. And I do think the formula is nice. Just not worth the price point. But otherwise, let me know your thoughts about everything else below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.